Alright, this is always fun to do. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Chessbait Drivecast. Yes, that was the door. And yes, I'm actually you guys can't tell because so basically season 1, I did everything in like a month. So I had the Chessbait Drivecast recorded in a month and then like posted between, 2-3 months? And then now I gotta, this is probably coming out in May or June, because I record stuff way too often. And just a moment. So, where was I? I'm sorry. I'm going to Taco Bell. Yeah, it's kind of funny that I'm going to Taco Bell again. But then Taco Bell's a great place. There's nothing to... Oh my gosh. Great. There's nothing to complain about. But I have stuff to complain about. I almost said where I live. I mean, I've already admitted to where I live to a certain community, because I was trying to brag that I live near a certain YouTuber that, I mean, not near, but relatively near a YouTuber that I talk to a lot. But that's not the important part. Wow, I really knocked over my camera phone like that. Oh man, I'm a little out of it right now. It's because I just woke up from a nap. It's 6 o'clock and I'm supposed to be getting a snack. You can kind of tell how this is going. It's kind of like the time that I was driving back from Chick-fil-A. You guys remember when I talked about that? Yeah, callbacks. Very cool. The reason I'm a little disoriented, discombobulated right now, is because I am not really in a good mood. After staying up until 4 the night before, and then also just having watched a bunch of old YouTube drama clips, people talking about, commentary channels talking about, oh, this person really dumb for doing this, or, oh, look at what this person doing, real funny, haha, stuff like that. And like, even if it's from a year ago, it just makes me kind of sick to know that no matter what time of year it is, there's always going to be dumb people doing dumb things. And sure, I can call myself dumb if I want, because I do a lot of dumb things too. But at least the dumb things I do don't have major consequences. At least the major dumb things I do don't cause major harm to, certain people or even themselves. When I make a dumb decision, it's because I think it's going to be funny and it's not going to have too much of an impact. You gotta make the right decisions on those kind of things. That wasn't really where I was trying to go with this conversation. So I know I've talked about YouTube drama way too often, or just YouTube content in general. I mean, heck, I'm almost done uploading season 1 of the Chessbait Drivecast. I still gotta edit a few things, I gotta record a few things, but I'm almost done with season 1 of the Chessbait Drivecast, and it feels really weird to know that, I talked about YouTube quite a lot. It's probably because I have a lot of things to say about it, considering that it's what I spend too much of my time on. So I remember when I was younger, I used to spend all my time on, trying to catch up on Pokemon, trying to watch all of, Dragon Ball? No, I'm not joking. I did that, and then I quit after 20 episodes. But in all seriousness, I spend way too much time on YouTube. Ever since I was young, I always wanted, I wouldn't say I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I wanted to try, collecting a little bit of that fame, if you know what I mean. And I never could keep I could never stick with one channel. You know what I mean? I always stuck with, I always kept making new channels because, I don't like this persona anymore. I want to create a new personality. I want to create a gaming channel. I want to create a plush channel. I want to do everything on my own. But then I realized that that's kind of dumb. I'm not Smosh. I can't do every little thing. Actually, I take that back. I'm not Machinima. Machinima's not a good thing to talk about. Yeah, I really shouldn't bring up MCNs in this whole situation. But nonetheless, that's not what we're here to talk about. Just to list a few of the YouTubers that I tend to watch. Optimus is really fun. The Mutahar, somewhere in the games, I always like to bring him up because of his his virtualization of everything that it does. No, that's a joke. But I also watch, Philip DeFranco. He's more of a news person than a drama person, but he does talk about YouTube drama a lot, considering that, it's where he uploads his stuff. It's kind of important to him. But yeah, I don't really, I don't know, what else is there? Diesel Patches? Or Peas? Piesel Datches, or whatever his channel name is. You know, these kind of YouTubers. And look, I enjoy watching every single one of them. I mean, heck, they all got good personalities, and it kind of shows because they have hundreds of thousands of views every single video. The problem with me is, or my problem with YouTube drama as a whole, I've already talked about this. It's so depressing whenever you hear about a news story about some dumb person. Like, you know, considering that I recorded this episode of the Chessbait Drivecast months ago, and most of these are from several months ago, it's kind of funny how much time really changes things, because, for one, I don't really watch Philip DeFranco as much. I'm still subscribed to him, and I really love the dude, but I'm really tired of YouTube drama, and it's really funny, but I just kind of stopped watching his news Philip DeFranco show for about a week, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks now, and like, I feel much better as a person just because I don't have to have any YouTube drama around me. But then there's other kind of YouTube drama that kind of, you know, that's kind of happening and kind of brewing, and I don't want it to happen. And when it comes to Some Ordinary Gamers, I actually don't really watch his stuff as often as I really say I do. I am still a big fan of him and really think he's funny, but, you know, in all seriousness, I don't really watch his stuff all too often. I watch the occasional video on, oh, how to hack this Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, but that's really about it. Anyways, back to the regular video. You laugh at whoever made that dumb mistake, but then you also realize that, oh, like, this is just a thing that happens every day. Like, sure, I can make dumb mistakes, but, like, other people make even worse mistakes. And sure, you can have the whole optimist versus not optimist, an optimist or a optimistic or pessimistic view on, oh, I'm so glad that I'm this much smarter than everybody else, or oh man, if I'm this, like, if I think I'm so average in terms of being smart, then why are all these, like, dumb people in the world and such like that? And yeah, I get it. I understand your pain. I really don't know where else I was gonna go with that. I had to stop watching those kind of commentary or news channels because it made me such a toxic person. Like, once you get sucked into the system, it's really hard to pull out. You have to actively try to not feed into that cycle. I've tried watching less and less YouTube videos nowadays. I started watching WandaVision. Oh my gosh. So by the time I release this, WandaVision probably already completed and all the spoilers would have already come out. But, I mean, that's what happens when I record months in advance. Haha! One, absolutely called it. I knew that I was trying to stop watching YouTube drama channels, and it seems that I have proven my past self right. And by doing that, I am very proud of myself. On top of that, I did finish WandaVision. I finished on the day that it came out, and that was a month ago, I think. I already watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier after that came out. Both of those shows were okay. I think Falcon and Winter Soldier was better, but not by much, just because it was missing a bunch of episodes. And that's about it. Back to the main show. But, you know, WandaVision is great. Attack on Titan Season 4 must have finished, so that was great. Actually, aren't they doing a two-parter for that? I really don't know what's going on there, but I know this new episode coming out today, so I need to do that as soon as possible. Anyways, I'm here to get Taco Bell. That's not what I'm trying to do. No, it's kind of funny because the Taco Bell that I'm going to is actually the one near the place that I used to work at. Yes, it's that same Taco Bell that I went to last time. Callbacks on top of callbacks on top of callbacks. Isn't that hilarious? But I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that. Seriously, not just Taco Bell, but McDonald's and not Burger King, but what other one? I mean, Subway, I guess. You know, these kind of restaurants have so many chains or franchises. It's kind of ridiculous. That's the whole reason Subway failed, I think. Isn't that what they said? I don't really know too much about business. I've always wanted to know more about stuff, but, you know, just be educated on different things, but I never have the motivation to. You know, if it comes to watching a good TV show or learning about, I don't know, how the programming language Python works, like, I'm probably going to choose the TV show just because I'm lazy. That's just the type of person that I am. I'm that stereotypical, very lazy, but very talented kid who because I have so much wasted potential, I end up failing college. That's not where I was trying to go with that. Not at all. Man. It feels weird having to go through a whole semester's worth of school without really focusing on school, because sure, I play Mario Kart, but I released the Road to 9999 series, but I'm just gonna be real with you, nobody actually watches those things. Wow, that has aged very poorly. There's the Paper Mario stuff that already ended, the Super Mario 3D All-Star stuff that's probably happening right now. You know, all that stuff's fun, but I'm going to take that back. Super Mario 3D All-Stars I am genuinely trying on. I haven't recorded any other stuff because, you know, since the Chessbait Drivecast is always, I just record whenever I'm driving on my own. You know, it's just the on-the-go thing. But Super Mario 3D All-Stars is going to be the first Let's Play, quote-unquote, that I genuinely try on. Like, sure, I learn new things and learn to not suck as much when I'm recording or editing or just doing anything involving YouTube. But, oh my gosh. I just realized that, man, I was still probably playing Pokemon Uranium a year ago, wasn't I? No, just a little over a year ago. You guys can probably tell when I'm recording this just because I keep giving hints on, ooh, I did this or that. I mean, I tend to be very transparent with things anyways. Even though I'm a very big liar, I'm just a pathological liar, there we go. Even though I like to lie a lot, and I've gotten sort of good at handling things under pressure, especially when I'm lying, but, jeez, this is what happens when I let my mind just flow through whatever it wants. I completely forgot the original topic that I was even talking about. But yeah, YouTube drama is, I don't know, I'm just kind of run out of things to say about it. It's really annoying that I have to constantly live with people doing dumb things and becoming extremely famous for it. Sure, like, if in the long run, they're only going to be remembered, oops. We're fine. I was gonna stop, but I don't know. They weren't exactly going in my direction, so it felt kind of weird. Jeez, it feels weird. I told you guys it's been a long time since I've recorded for the Chessbait Drivecast, and it's true on my side. For you guys, it probably just feels like another episode because it comes out every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as I planned. I have a calendar and such. I actually do plan these things ahead. But not having driven in such a while, such a weird experience. I completely forgot that, oh yeah, if there's an ambulance nearby, or at least in the US, you're supposed to stop. I don't care if I say I'm in the US. That's not really a controversial thing to say. Oh yeah, speaking of controversial, I told, so the YouTube, I mean, not really YouTube sphere, the Discord servers that I'm in, you know, I made some new friends, and I talked to them about how the Chessbait Drivecast is going to be the thing that I get canceled for. And the whole reason I say, I forgot to say the intro! The whole reason I say kind of controversial topics and kind of controversial opinions is to get my point across. It's to say that, hey, I'm going to be talking about controversial issues here. I'm going to be talking about things that probably get me demonetized, or at least make me less money than usual. However, the reason I'm talking about them is because we need to start the conversation. Oh shoot, that's the police. I remember recently, jeez, what happened in this area? I remember recently watching a video about whether Attack on Titan is racist and what is it? It glorifies, that's the word. It glorifies alt-right fascist values because it shows. Oh, there it is. It depicts fascist views, or it depicts, what was it? It depicts an era very similar to fascist Germany, and glorifies the glorifies the experimentation that they did on Jews and such. And I have my arguments against that. I'm not going to be talking about that, obviously. And I just realized that I said a word that I shouldn't have, but I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to if I end up uploading this without saying I have any controversial views, I'm gonna kind of laugh at that. I am genuinely gonna laugh at that. I kind of lose track of what I'm saying in these things anyways, so more power to everyone. Anyways, yeah, the whole reason I say this is where I say I'm gonna get canceled is because sometimes you just have to face the facts. Sometimes you have to talk about controversial issues, and there's no other way around it. I am actually at the Taco Bell that I want to be at, so I'm gonna pause real quick. The reason I bring up these controversial issues is because you have to talk about them eventually. If you just avoid topics, it's kind of like avoiding trauma. You can't just go around living in fear forever, which is kind of funny because that was the point of Attack on Titan. They got to address the issue of the Titans eventually, which kind of leads to the whole story happening. That's kind of funny how it connected like that. But I gotta go. I'm still in line for Taco Bell, and it'd be really weird if I started talking to a phone in the middle of ordering. So I'll see you guys next time.